Hey y'all, today's segment of Have Yourself a Crafty Little Christmas is about sublimation printing. If you have ever thought about getting started with sublimation printing, there's no better time, especially if you already have a heat press. And just let me tell you, sublimation is actually, in my opinion, a whole lot less complicated than vinyl. I'm just now learning how to do vinyl. I got a Cricut maker several months ago. I've been doing the sublimation for about just a little bit over a year now, and to me it's just a much less complicated process. And today I'm going to be showing you how to convert just a regular old Epson 7710 printer to a sublimation printer. When I got started, I knew that I didn't want to drop the money that it would take to buy a sublimation printer, but I just looked it up on YouTube and figured out how to convert my printer. So basically, all you have to do is just take out the regular ink cartridges that come with your printer and do a little research, find the ink source that you like. I highly recommend Cosmos ink, and you just replace the ink cartridges with sublimation ink cartridges, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to show you how that's done today. And maybe if you've been doing vinyl for a while, maybe you already have a heat press and you have some Christmas money that you're not quite sure what you're going to do with, that might be a good investment. I really enjoy it, and of course we all like the look of the sublimation. So I'll be back in just a few minutes to show you how to replace those cartridges and get ready to get started with sublimation printing. Okay, I'm back to show you how to get the ink into these cartridges, and as you can probably tell if you're looking really close, this is take two because I got a little confused about the process myself. I don't do it that often because this ink lasts for a long time. So you can see these yellow ink smudges all around. I didn't have the stopper out, so I was trying to put it in the wrong hole, and that doesn't work. But as you can see, there's two. The one that's open is the vent hole, so I want to remove the stopper from the ink hole right here, and you can do that just with your fingernail. I put on some gloves because last time I did it, it got a little messy. But then once you do that, you're just going to draw your ink out with the syringe. You don't want to remove the foil from the ink bottle. Just put the needle part of the syringe down in there, and then just insert it. You want to draw that up real slowly to avoid air bubbles, and then when you're injecting it into the cartridge, put the ink in super slow too. And I'm guessing that this one syringe is probably going to be just about enough to fill this whole ink cartridge. The yellow and the red and the blue are smaller just because they typically use a whole lot less ink than your black. I'm not going to demonstrate the black today just because I'm just about out of black ink and it's harder to get it out of the bottle, and I don't want y'all to see what a mess I might possibly make with that. But then just put your little stopper back in and your yellow is all ready to go. So next I'm going to do the blue. You don't want to shake that up before you, let me put this top back on the yellow though so I don't have some sort of disaster up here. I did put a paper down, so if I spill ink, I had just finished chalk painting this little desk that I work at all the time, and the very first time that I inked my cartridges, I got red ink all over it, so I was pretty sad about that. But there's just a little bit down in the top, so I'm gonna kind of get that up with my syringe first. Well, maybe not, because I need that down. Anyway, just put that down in your little hole that you punch in the floor.